7 vessels, including 3 guided missile destroyers, to the waters off Venezuela to combat threats from Latin American drug cartels. Venezuela's defense minister announcing a significant drone deployment in response, including naval patrols along the Caribbean coast. Congressman, I want to get your reaction to this because obviously the violence in Venezuela that we've seen has driven in part that mass migration that we saw towards the U.S. border under Joe Biden.
Yeah, you see, the Venezuela is not controlled by a government. It's actually been taken over by a narco cartel, El Cartel de los Soles, which is a terrorist organization. Look, President Trump is the president of peace, the president of prosperity, but also, as he's demonstrating every single day, the president that wants to keep the American people safe. And he is right to designate these cartels as terrorist organizations. The Cartel de los Soles is responsible for the death of multiple Americans. This is a president that's not willing to stand idly by while Americans are dying. And so I commend the president for his leadership, for taking a firm stand against these narco cartels. And look, let's see what the cartel in Venezuela, the leaders of that cartel, want to do. They have an opportunity still to kind of find another place to go and get the heck out of Dodge. If they don't, I think they're going to run into President Trump's resolve, his resolve to protect the American people. I commend him for his leadership. I support him. And thank God for President Trump's leadership and his courage. And he's showing it every single day.
Well, okay, along this line of this topic, President Trump's crackdown on these dangerous drug cartels, it is working. The co-founder of the Sinaloa cartel, known as El Mayo, confessing to a decades-long coordination effort with Mexican officials to smuggle drugs into the U.S. He's set to face the rest of his life now behind bars, Congressman. So, you know, if this tactic is working with these Mexican cartels, you're saying that you're hoping that that will extend into what we're seeing in Venezuela.
Well, look, I know that the president is committed to protecting the American people. Whether the cartel in Venezuela decides to, close shop and move out of there, or they decide to try to confront President Trump, it's up to them. But I will tell you, just ask, again, the Sinaloa cartel, or ask ISIS, that other terrorist group that President Trump eliminated using our brave men and women of the armed forces. Ask them if it's a good idea to confront President Trump. And I think the answer is pretty obvious. This is a president who is not willing to just sit around and wait to see what happens while Americans are dying. He is going to protect the American people, the rule of law, and doing so while he is the president of peace, he's also the president of strength and the president of prosperity and the president that protects the American people. I could not be more proud of serving with President Trump.
Well, and certainly, that is why the trade argument with the country of Mexico, you got to remember that he's got to get the president of Mexico to come down on those cartels. The fentanyl trading, I mean, it's been a deadly scourge on our country. So I understand why he's taking the actions that he is. Congressman Mario Díaz-Balart, it's always great to see you. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.
All right. We're looking forward to next week when you get back to